All right, what's going on, everyone? Captain here, back with the Marvel Contest of Champions video. A couple days ago, Marvel Contest of Champions introduced the first ever trade-in store of this caliber. I mean, they've had other kind of trade-in things in the past, but nothing quite like this, where we can trade in up to all the way getting a 6-star Awakening gem. Absolutely ridiculous. Super awesome. A little bit pricey with the, if you trade in 5 generic 5 stars, but as I mentioned in my initial video, for me, 5 stars really don't matter at this point that much in the game. It's very rare when I take up a 5-star, so I personally didn't mind doing the trade-in at all. One thing I didn't mention about the trade-in store was all of the signature stone stuff. I actually didn't even scroll down that far in the video. Didn't even really think about it because it just, I don't know, I was too focused on the Awakening gems. Didn't even realize there was more in the store. And after looking through this, looks like I didn't really miss much, because these are absolute trash. Especially this one. I mean, while I'm saying 5-star Awakening gems are kind of pointless, 5-star signature stones are not, because you can still use those to get max sig characters, which max sig characters then give you more 6-star shards. So those 5-star Awakening gems are very valuable. There's no point to trade in 25 of those to get a random chance of one class. Like that value is awful. And then way even down below that, there's a couple potion trade-ins. I think the potion ones make a little bit more sense, because these lower ones, level 2s and 3s, I always have those in like overflow a lot. Those are even the ones you can farm in Realm of Legends, the level 3s especially, or only the level 3s. So I went ahead and traded all of that as much as I could in to get some of the bigger ones. So I think those are worth doing. And then the energy refill is the other one that I think is very valuable if you've got a big stash of those small energy refills. Yeah, definitely do it, because you're gaining essentially 20 energy, because 10 level 10 that are 5 energy is 50. 10 of those, and then your full energy is 70, because if you're max sig or max account, max level, whatever. I can't even speak right now. I don't know. Didn't even really mean to dive into all of that, but I figured I should at least mention it in case people didn't know those were down at the bottom, which you probably did, but oh well. So back up here though, what I'm talking about in this video though, the 6-star Awakening gems. When I first saw this, I saw the trade-ins. I'm like, why would anyone want to trade in one class for another to try to get another class, when especially you have a chance of getting the same class you traded in? Because I was like, any class is going to be valuable. But the more I've been thinking about it the last few days, the more I'm just like, man, I don't really think I'm going to need this cosmic one anytime soon. And I think I'm going to end up trading it in. That's why I'm making the video. I mean, I'm already recording it, so I guess that's kind of telling you right there what my decision is going to be. And I'll quickly show you my cosmic class as to why. I mean, just look at the top row there. Silver Surfer, I've got the prestige done. Hercules, amazing champion, also the prestige. Corvus awakened. Angela awakened. Captain Marvel, even on the second row, is awakened. The only one who I know a lot of you probably say it's worth it, a couple people have told me I should do it, is use it on Cosmic Ghost Rider. But like, looking at my cosmic class, of my rank 3 cosmic champions, I don't use Cosmic Ghost Rider nearly as much as those, well, mainly the other 3, obviously not Silver Surfer. Now, that doesn't mean Cosmic Ghost Rider is useless. He does have a lot of great parts in the game where he's amazing. I used him for the Luke Cage in this month's event quest. He crushes that fight. So he is good to use, but that Awaken ability was completely unnecessary. I didn't need it to get that fight done. In a lot of areas, I feel like I don't need it. Plus, Hercules is most likely going to be my next rank 4, so I'm going to always be using him more than likely than any other cosmic on my account. So then the other question would be, who could I potentially save it for down the road? And the big one would be Null, probably, if I can ever get him. Or even like a Hyperion. But I mean, that feels like a big waiting game. I don't really like my chances of that. Whereas if I get another class, I can either use it now, or again, I guess it would be a waiting game, but I feel like it'd be using it on someone who would give more value to me. And that is, I really want to get a mutant one. I'd either use it on Namor right now, or save it for like Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde seems like such an amazing character, and I really want to get her when the new featured pool comes out. So I think we're gonna gamble here. So hopefully we just do one and done, trade it in. And I'm sorry everyone out there who's hoping for a cosmic, because of Hercules and a lot of other of those cosmics we just talked about. A lot of you probably cosmic is your most desired one. I know, especially Legacy. I feel, just look away, man, if you're watching this. I know you want this cosmic so bad, and I'm just gonna toss it to the curb here. But yep, we're doing it. We're committing. There it is. It's traded in, and who knows, if I get cosmic again, obviously it's meant to be. But if we don't, depending on what we get, we may gamble again. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. There's this couple other classes that wouldn't be the worst. Like, I think science is the one that I would consider keeping the second most. So that one would be potential, because I could either Awaken Void, or if I get Spider-Man 2099 out of the current featured. But here we go. Putting it on the spinner. Let's see what we're gonna get. Come on, mutant. Alright, we're stopping it. There's mutant going by. And we are stopping on... Oh, that is just a slap in the face. Right between two mutants, and it lands on the skill one. See, this might have been my most desired option if I hadn't used the generic on Nick Fury. I feel like I should at least take a screenshot of this. I don't know why, but maybe. Okay. Now, that was somewhat of the worst nightmare to happen there that could have happened. That was our least likely liked one, because other in the cosmic class or tech class, that is a skill one. What am I saying? Skill class. I don't really have anyone in here that I want to use that on. Like, yeah, there's just, it's no. We're not gonna keep that. We're trading that in without hesitating. And please, kabam, just don't do what I think you're gonna do. All right, and skill, trade that in. I think it is really stupid that you can get the same class that you traded in for. It's just not cool. Here we go. I'm very nervous now about this. Almost regretting my decision at this point, but obviously we can't take it back now. So, gosh, come on. Oh, this is so risky. All right, slowing down, and we are getting ourselves. Yes, we got the mutant one. Whew, I was so nervous I was gonna land on skill again. If it had re-rolled onto Cosmic, that would have been completely fine. I would have taken that as a sign to most likely use it on Cosmic Ghost Rider. But we got the mutant one. Oh, man, guys, I haven't been that nervous about a crystal in a very long time. Like, there was more like pressure on that. Like, if that had rolled the skill, like, oh man, the jokes, the memes, it would have been such a, oh man, I can't even describe how bad that would have been. Oh, but it didn't, thankfully. So now we have the option, if we want to use it on Namor, we could. Or we could use it on Professor X. Or, like I mentioned, the big one that we want to save it for, I'm pretty sure, is going to be Kitty freaking Pryde. Yes, and even then, like, her feature pool is going to be out there for a while, so I could potentially pull her and awaken her naturally, and then still use the gem on Namor. So yeah, lots of options here with that. That's just perfect. It feels good to get the class I wanted. It's worth the gamble. So hopefully you guys, if you gambled on this in the first place, hopefully you got the one you wanted right out of the gate. Or if you traded in, hopefully you got then the one you wanted to get. If you didn't, well, I'm sorry. I got lucky, really lucky. Went from replacing it with the Cosmic with the worst possible one in skill for me, and then upgrading to the best one in my opinion. So that is pretty sweet. But that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.